Good morning, guys. I just wanted to make a video on my way to work explaining why student loans in the Department of Education is fucking useless. I work in the business, so I have dealt with all of the companies that work with the Department of Education, including Navient, FedLoan, Nelnet, Mohila. There's a bunch of them, and they're all debt collectors. A lot of them are really fucking nasty. Navient especially is one of the nastiest debt collectors I have ever dealt with in this industry, and I've been working there for about 2 years. The system is essentially broken. You go to school to earn enough money to support yourself, and in the end, you come out with $80,000 in debt, $100,000 in debt. I've seen it up to $300,000 of people in debt, which is essentially a fucking house. What the fuck are you supposed to do with a second mortgage for your education when your education only gets you about $60K a year? And then that's not even including private debt holders. These private debt holders have interest rates that are up 10, 11, 12%, and they will harass you if you don't pay it off, especially SallieMae. If you have the option to pick who you're getting your private student loans with, avoid SallieMae at all costs. They are literally the worst loan servicer ever, and Navient is not much different. They've gone through several enormous lawsuits because of miscommunication. They don't inform their borrowers. All they care about is money, and they have no interest in actually helping student loan borrowers. It's just become this horrible industry, and I think the Department of Education needs to just say goodbye. They think they're helping by offering these programs, but in reality, all it is them making an attempt to make more money. The whole reason the income-driven repayment plans came into place in the first place was because they were realizing people just weren't paying their loans at all, and they were going into defaults, and then they would just go to collection agencies, and the collection agencies would then get to collect the interest. But with income-driven repayment plans, they could say, hey, based on your household size and income, you should be making a $50 payment. Now you can start making that payment and start paying us on time rather than us having to default your loans and switch them over to a collection agency, which is worse than SallieMae. Working in this industry has just made me more pissed off at government. Working with the Department of Education has made me realize how much this government in the United States fucking sucks. My advice to you, if you're a new student and you're looking to get student loan advice, try to get exclusively federal loans, because you're going to have a lower percentage of interest and you'll have better programs available to you. The private student loan debt holders are not going to be as nice. Especially SallieMae is extremely stingy. You know what their rules are on helping people who can't make their payments? Nothing. Legit nothing. They say you have 12 months of forbearance, which doesn't really help people. It doesn't make your payment lower. It doesn't adjust anything. It just postpones your imminent doom. And then they say, oh, well, you can't make your payments, you have to go past due. How far back do I have to go past due? They say 15 days. Okay, what happens if I go past due 15 days? We're gonna charge you late fees that you have no choice but to pay, otherwise we're sending you to the collection agency. So you're gonna wait until my loans go to a collection agency and you accrue all these late fees before you decide to lower my payment so I can actually make a payment? That doesn't make any fucking sense. Why not just help me to begin with? If they want to actually get payments out of people, they need to have affordable payments. Yeah, it might take 10 years to pay off a $10,000 loan, but you'll be getting the payment in the long term, plus interest. Fucking interest. If you're going to borrow from a federal loan servicer, stay away from Navient. That used to be SallieMae. SallieMae used to be Navient. They split across because their name is just so fucking bad that nobody was borrowing from them anymore. I would suggest going with the loan servicer Mohila. They have always been very kind. They're a smaller debt collector. They are very understanding. They're very flexible. Also, Nelnet is awesome when it comes to customer service. They're very customer oriented. They actually care. Their employees seem sincere. And they also deal with disability discharge, which means that they'll dismiss your loans completely if you become full-time disabled. There are a couple other ones that are okay. Great Lakes is not bad. They're very strict, but there are also programs available, and they also stay on top of their shit. They'll listen to you, and they will do what you ask of them. Essentially, they're organized. But FedLoan is super unorganized. They don't know what they're talking about a lot of the time. In my job, they've made plenty of mistakes. I've caught them in the middle of plenty of mistakes. I mean, if you want to take the chance of them losing your loan, then maybe go with FedLoan. But otherwise, I wouldn't suggest going with FedLoan because they, like I said, they messed up a lot. I've had to, even with my own income-driven repayment plan, I had to call them and be like, what the fuck are you doing? I submitted an application. I told them I wanted to be removed from my in-school deferment status, which basically means my payments are being postponed. And I wanted to remove that so I can get started on the loan forgiveness programs that are available. If you go into income-driven repayment plans for 20 to 25 years, your loans will be forgiven by the federal government. That's just something they have to offer right now. But FedLoan was like, no, you didn't submit that document. When I had uploaded it by scanning it and uploaded it into my account, and I told them I had uploaded it, and they had to go back and check and verify that I had uploaded it, rather than just going and checking to see if I had uploaded it in the first place. They're just not a very good loan servicer. And Navient is the worst. Stay away from Navient by all means. They're a piece of shit company. You should never borrow anything from them or SallieMae. Let's make these people bankrupt. The best case scenario would be to just have the Department of Education disappear entirely, because it's not helping anybody. It's only helping the people who are owning the money. It would be much, much better if we had a tax and we just paid that tax so everybody could be educated. And all you Republicans out there would be like, I don't like taxes. Well, guess what? So many other countries have this tax, this education tax, and so many more people are educated. So many more people have jobs. So many more people are happier with their lives because they're able to get an education and actually do something, because even though they don't have money, they can go to school and they can make something of themselves. And that's really what this country was supposed to be all about in the beginning, right? Everybody gets a chance, because right now I don't feel like I have a chance. I feel like I am $100,000 in debt, and that is going to be over my head for almost the rest of my life, or at least 25 years of it. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching my video if you did watch it. I hope this was educational to you. I hope that you decide to borrow from better loan servicers rather than the shitty ones. And, you know, keep in mind that these are debt collectors. The Department of Education isn't there to help you. It's not going to have your back. It's going to want your money. You have to say, I want this, put me in an income-driven repayment plan. Otherwise, they're not going to bring it up. They're not going to be there for you. All right. Thanks for watching.